Hey, Planeswalkers, Mithras here. Hope you're doing well. Today we got a #1 deck for you. This deck was the first to Mythic and is a historic deck. So something a little bit different, something I wanted to get into this season for June 2020 here. And very excited to be sharing this with you. It is a Rakdos deck with Lurrus. Now, we don't call it a full sack deck because there are some other things in here. But with that said, it's still really got that sack shell and carrying a couple different cards here that are outside the current, obviously, standard format. One of the things I do want to call it here is it typically runs 4 Temple of Malices. Instead of crafting those, I did throw in 2 triomes here, and I found that this works out pretty well actually, especially when you need to cycle through some cards. Now quickly here, for those of you who don't know, obviously the mechanics are changing. Well, not the mechanics, but the mechanics will stay the same for the companions, but the way that we can cast them has changed now. So it's going to cost you 3 mana just to pull it in your hand. Now this deck has a lot of gas going on, and we're going to cover that. But let me move my face out of the way here. So for those of you that don't know, Lurrus here, each permanent card in our starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less, which is perfect for historic. A lot of this stuff's really bursty, so this is going to be very, very good. Now, the other thing here is that when we do get Lurrus in, during each of our turns, we may cast 1 permanent spell with convert mana cost 2 or less from our graveyard. So that's also going to be key. Now, I would be willing to take a gamble here that even when the new mechanics happen, we're still going to be able to play this deck. I think it's still going to run fairly smooth. It is going to cost you a turn, obviously, to get Lurrus on, but when you move into late game, maybe that's what you need anyway. So who knows? We'll see. Maybe it's going to run out of gas early, but here's the rest of the cards in the deck for you so that you can see these. As always, this deck list will be posted down below for you so that you have access to it in the description. I'm going to move my ugly mug out of the way here. And we'll quickly here look at the deck details for you as well. So again, very creature heavy, 14 non-creatures and 22 lands. Now, as always, we do take a look at the best of 3 sideboard, even though I'm going to run best of 1. Now, haven't played historic a whole ton, especially last season. A couple seasons ago, I played quite a bit. Was running a Gruul, but I know the decks have significantly changed with Ikoria and the companions here. So just a couple things that I will call out. This deck is really, really weighted, and especially in the best of 3 here, for the aggro sideboards, even for best of 3. So again, dead weight. So I would put a lot of this stuff in against mono red. Same with red cat melee. Soul Guide Lantern here is going to be the same as before. You're going to want to use this against mirror matches with Lurrus or any other sack decks because you're going to want to stop the Kroxa as well as the Cauldron Familiar and a bunch of other things. So that's going to be really key. You're probably still going to want to run this against a lot of the other Reanimator, graveyard deck type things too that you may run into. Goblin Crater Maker, same thing. You can also destroy target colorless non-land permanent. So keep that in mind because that's going to be a big deal as well when you need to get stuff off the board. And lastly, we have Drill Bit here. I would run this against maybe some more of the late game type decks if you need to get cards out, or there's definitely a lot of early similar white auras deck that we've seen, but it's more of a blue-white auras deck that's really quick. You may want to run Drill Bit to get some of those cards out of their hands. So anyway, there you have it. If you have questions, as I play Historic more too, happy to talk more about that sideboard for you. Please ask down below in comments, and I'll do my best to answer those for you. Now, here we go. Let's jump into some competitive Magic, and I am gonna take this right into Standard. Currently tier 4 platinum, and let's play some historic ranked. Now, very, very excited again to play this deck because it is the shell of the Lurrus deck that I played the May season for Standard. Quickly here, I just want to say thank you to all the subs. As always, you guys really, really appreciate your support and feedback. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel down over there. Love to see you around more. And we're off against Quasard. All right. So we have a priest. We got a Stitcher. Oh, we go first. I will keep this. And we're playing an Umari deck, so it's probably going to be a Winota deck. All right, priest. He's going to get his ramp. Lots of priests here. Ooh, ooh. And let's play this. So he will get... but we'll get a draw. And 2. I think we'll do it. Oh man. That will help. Alright, so Winota should not be coming out at turn 3 yet. Good news is we can take his Legion here. So that's going to be big for us. I will put that in. Oh, there we go. We got him. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright. 1 down, 2 to go. Ooh, the sack shell is just so strong. The ability to consistently, ooh, there we go, Realm Cloak. Consistently deal damage, recover health, and play a ton of options is just so good. Now, if you see that, we were able to get to turn 4. Hey, look at that. It is a Wizards employee, not Jeremy B. Yay! And we go first. Love it. Against the Umari deck. Oh, I need some steals. Oh, because it's going to be a Winota deck. Oh, hey, not Jeremy B. Look at that. All right, let's see. Do I want a mulligan? Oh. I will if I don't hit another land. All right, we'll keep this. I'll drop a Kroxa. Oh, Gruul ramp. Cruel ramp world. Ooh, look at that. Lots of ramp. Lots of ramp. Alright. We'll go. There's tapped. And now we can keep blocking, so that's not going to be a problem. So we got Lurrus. Yeah, there's Winota. Deal double damage. Lovely. Oof. Oh, so nasty. Well, good for you, NOTJEREMYB. Winota. All right, on to our next match. Of course, for the record, I have yet to beat a a Wizards employee. I swear they cheat. That was my first time on camera though for you guys, which is pretty cool. All right, Sinaz. Here we go. We don't have a sack outlet, which I don't like. We're gonna mulligan. There we go. This is much better. We will dump this one. Same deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Everyone's running the Winota deck. So this would be where you would play. Oh, do I trade is the question here. I feel like we do. I think we go there. And do we want that land? I will keep that. We'll do this. Ooh, Phoenix. All right. We know it's you, Winota. Maybe we can make up for the game that we lost to the Wizards employee and then show that it was definitely rigged. All right. This is going to get good fast here, hopefully. Because what do we have? Oops, sorry guys, wrong thing. I do not have a creature in there. But I can sack the Cauldron and bring them back with Lurrus. Which is going to be the key play here, I think. So that will get us some extra damage. Top of the fact that we now have him. So do we go that route? Is the question. I think we do. I think that's what we do. Because we get some better graveyard fill here. There we go. I'll drop these two. Now, the better one is actually going to be the Scorpion to pull back. We could split. I think we do this. And we could bring that guy in. We could bring another Witch's Oven in too. Oof. That wouldn't be bad. I'm gonna do this Serrated Scorpion though. For the 2 drain. We're still okay. Because we just got a drain. There we go. That time it worked. No Winota. All right. There we have it, folks. In about 17 minutes. Historic. 2-1 with the #1 deck right now. Super, super fun. And our loss came, obviously, to the Wizards employee. Not Jeremy B. Anyway. Hopefully, Jeremy, you see this at some point. But anyway, here we go. We'll go back and take a quick look at this deck here. #1, Rakdos, Crokeyz. Again, running the Lurrus deck. Yes, we know that changes are coming, but you still have 48 hours-ish to grind really, really fast. So there you have it, Lurrus and the rest of the cards. As always, this deck list is available for you down below in the description. Now, lastly here, sideboard. So the decks that we played, what would I put in? Red Cap Melee, and I would also put in Drill Bit for the Winota deck. So in best of 3, those two would make a huge difference for you there, and could do a lot of good. What would I sideboard out? That's a tough choice. I like having a lot of the stuff on the lower end. I would maybe drop Deadweight. It does help get rid of some of the ramp. I would maybe drop Weaponize as well. So those could be 2 good starts for you, and then maybe 1 or 2 of Call of Death Dealer, and then maybe 1 Kroxa. I still like some of the slower end stuff. It's going to be helpful, especially to fill your graveyard. Plus, you need that incremental life gain and damage. So there you have it. If you got questions, let me know down below. Planeswalkers, very, very much appreciate it. Again, please feel free to support the channel by subbing. Very, very much appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon. And off to the races. And may your decks and draws be blessed. Take care.